Hey Misfits, it's Elise. Welcome back to our channel. So this video is not a theme video. This is just going to be me doing a vlog because that's what we can do on this channel. So if you do the prompt, great. You could upload anything else you want. That's kind of our rule on this channel. So I'm going to be going to see Real Big Fish and Bowling for Soup in Worcester, Massachusetts. I'm so excited. My asthma's flaring up. I'm going with my sister. I'm gonna see if she'll let me put her in the video. I asked her because she got one of those big corporate jobs, so I don't know. Yeah, so funny story. We booked this for my birthday like months ago, and then like a month later, Real Big Fish decided that they and Bowling for Soup were gonna play at Toad's Place, which is literally 20 minutes from my house. So we're traveling because we already paid for it, so yeah. I'm mostly dressed. I'm gonna be getting my makeup on in the hotel room. I don't know if my sister wants to do a get ready with me, but that would be fun. I bought this shirt off Amazon for like 20 bucks. And then I have my fishnets on and socks because I'm gonna be wearing boots. I did pack my entire bag already and I don't wanna open it right now, but hold on, let me put this down. Hold on, I can't see. Okay. These are my fake knockoff Doc Martens that I got from Rainbow. I was gonna wear my Vans, but they don't match. So I'm gonna wear these. Yeah, so I packed like all my skincare, my travel shampoo and soap and my toothbrush. This bag is ridiculously full. Like, Jesus Christ. So I'm all packed. I hope my sister is. I have all my camera equipment in here. I just don't know if they're gonna let me take this in to the concert. So this might have to end up in my purse, you know, and just not be out, but we'll see. I did pack like my lens cleaner, but that's probably in the pocket of my bag. But yeah, so far I really like this camera because it's so tiny. Like an actual vlogging test, because Kineticon I want to be able to have a decent set of footage, so this is a good test for me. I'm gonna drink my coffee now because I'm thirsty and I need to eat something because we're gonna drive for like 2 or 3 hours to get there because I live in Connecticut. I live near Bridgeport, so that's about 2 or 3 hours to get to Worcester. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Not even 10 minutes, guys, and we already hit traffic. FML. Oh, look at the nice roads. We must have hit Massachusetts. Okay, so we made it. This is my sister. Here, there we go. It's zooming in on your boob. There we go. So we're at the parking garage, or as my friends in New Zealand and Australia would say, the garage. The garage. And we're gonna see if they'll let us check in a little early because we got here a little early, but other than that, we might get some quesadillas. Real Big Fish! Check in with you guys later. Okay, we made it in. Room tour! Hold on, y'all, I can't see. So we got 2 beds.
This is cool.
This is a good chair.
Oh, the bathroom's cute.
This is our view. Like the Tube Hotel I stayed at in Anime Boston. It was a closet.
In Groton when we went to the other one at the casino.
Oh, I didn't go to that one.
I booked that one drunk in Black Rock with friggin' David. And then it had bulletproof glass in the lobby, and I said, oh.
That's not a sign at all.
Oh, I booked a terrible place again.
This is a good bathroom. I think we could stay here.
I could live here.
I could live here.
They have extended rates. Look, we got a fridge and a microwave. Oh, I have a present for us that we need the fridge for.
Hey.
Check it out.
Alright, so we ordered a pizza, and look how beautiful it is. We're gonna go eat this now, and then we're gonna go get ready. Okay, we just made it back from the pizza. Apparently Total Drama Chibi's is on.
You're a chibi.
I'm gonna go try and put some makeup on my face because I feel like Aaron Barrett deserves it, so I'll be back. Alright, so we tried to put on fake lashes and that didn't work out.
All I was filled with rage and glue in my eyes.
I got glue up my eyes, so this is what I had to do instead, so I mean, it's all good.
Alright, let's go to the show. Bye-bye.
Thank God it's dark. See you later. Alright, we made it. So we're gonna rock out soon. It's kind of crowded in here, so there's not gonna be that much concert footage. Sorry to disappoint y'all. But I will show you what the pit looks like. It looks fucking crazy. Like, look at that. That is epic. so it is the next day. We got Mexican food on the way back, but we didn't vlog in there because like it was bar only and it was really cramped. And the bartender had a weird attitude, but overall, we had a blast. I got this shirt. I think it's good. I'm probably gonna eat the leftover pizza for breakfast and then we're gonna head out. Okay, I'm home. After about 2 hours on the road, my sister, we took a different way home and she was stressed out, so I couldn't really vlog that much on the way home. Same with the hotel. I was trying to like do goodbye hotel and like she's like, come on, we gotta go. Of course she would have a birthday party to go to at 1 o'clock in the afternoon the next day, but you know, we got home safely. We took another way home to avoid the tolls because when we went there, if I'm not mistaken, it rerouted us to take 395, 385. I don't even know. I don't live in Massachusetts. Like a different highway. Cause like we took Connecticut up to like Norwich or something and it rerouted us. I think it was when we stopped for snacks. So we avoided all the tolls that way. And then we did it again because we were going home and she's like, it's gonna make us do 2 tolls. Like what the fuck? It's like a Massachusetts toll is like, if you don't live in that state, it's $12. So it's like, bro. Then I'm like, how did we do this the first time? So then it gave the directions for that the second time, like, hey, this way has no tolls. It's 10 minutes longer. So I was like, this is what we, I guess we're supposed to do if we did it this way. Let's do that. And she was like, yeah, like it's cheaper. Like, I don't know, she gets stressed out about that shit. Like she wasn't, what's the word? Comfortable until we got to like New Haven. So even then she hates that turnpike. So she was like, oh my God, I don't want to do 95. I want to do the Merritt. But like, basically it goes, you know, 91 to 395 or whatever. So, you know, naturally it takes you back the other way through 95. So she was like, ah, you know, screaming. But we made it, everyone's safe. I got my mom a wine at the liquor store on the way home. There's a joke about one she likes, it's called Sweet Bitch. And someone got it for her as a joke, but she actually likes the wine, so we got it for her. I just unpacked and put my laundry away. I'm in my shirt. I wish there was like another day to go. Like, I feel like I'll give my feedback of the concert now because like, I don't know how many clips I'm actually, or that I put in because, you know, copyright. So I have to pick stuff that's not gonna give us huge copyright claims. So, hold on one second. So, there was 3 bands, Nerf Herder, Bowling for Soup, and then Real Big Fish. Let me close the door. I feel like that's affecting the lights. Oh, that is much better. For some reason. Okay, so Nerf Herder, I've never really listened to them before. I knew one song because I didn't know it was them. So when they played it, I'm like, oh, that's who they are. Like, I've only heard them on YouTube, so that I was like, I don't know. Opener's an opener, but they were pretty good. They were like a bunch of dads. They were, the whole show, all the bands were like joking and like trolling and pranking each other almost, so it was really funny. I don't remember any of their songs that played, so like, if you want the band names, I'll put them in the comments down below. So, we saw Nerf Herder. They played like, I want to say half an hour, 40 minutes, because it was weird, because Real Big Fish and Bowling for Soup were co-headlining, so they didn't have like 2 openers, or like an opener and a mid, and then like the band, so that's what they did. And they take turns like each stop, so this stop, like Bowling for Soup was second and Real Big Fish was last, which I'm kind of glad Real Big Fish was last, because that's the band like they are hype and they are awesome live, so that kind of makes sense. I need a drink. This is cranberry pineapple juice. So, I've never seen Bowling for Soup live before, so they played like 1 or 2 of their old hits right away. after saying hi, like we're bowling for soup, and like they're kind of dorky and like silly, and they're all like really chubby now and like out of shape, and that was like their joke and their aesthetic. And like I looked them up before because like Wednesday, so a couple days prior, they played in Connecticut. They played at Toad's, no, not Toad's Place, the Coliseum. I think it's the new one, College Street, I don't even know. So they, like my friends posted one video of them playing 1985. So I was like, oh, they sound all right. My asthma. I should sit down. So they played 2 songs in a row. That was good, and they're like, yeah, that's not gonna happen again this show, so like appreciate it. And the whole audience was laughing. And, you know, they played most of their hits. Like, you know, they did Girl All the Bad Guys Want, Punk Rock 101, 1985, they did High School Never Ends, they did the Phineas and Ferb theme song, but they did We're Bowling for Soup. That was kind of funny. They played Stacy's Mom, even though it's not their song, because like Stacy's Mom is not by Bowling for Soup, that is by Fountains of Wayne, but we're gonna play it anyway because we get the credit, and that was funny. When they played Punk Rock 101, they tricked everyone. So they played like half the song, or 2/4 of the song. Like after the Tommy and Gina Living on a Prayer line, they literally stopped the music and started playing that Sarah McLachlan song that they play in the animal rescue commercials. And like part of it is because like the other guitarist, so not the singer, he was mad overweight. Like for years he's losing weight. They don't have a lot of stamina. The singer too, it's like weird. So like, it was like an opportunity to rest, but basically they did it as a photo op, and they walked across the stage and posed in different angles so people could take pictures of them, which it lasted a little too long, but it was funny. What else did they do? They did a couple jokes. Like, my thing is Bowling for Soup, I feel like they talked a little too much. Like, they have plenty of songs. They have a huge catalog. It's just, I think because, you know, 2 of them got really overweight and it's been a while since they've toured or like done a lot of activity, they're not used to it, and they kept alluding to that. Cause the bigger guy that plays like the lead guitar, like if you ever seen the 1985 video, the chubby guy in the suit, like that's bald or whatever, like that guy, he has a beard now. Like you could tell he was getting tired, and like they were working with him and like the singer too, because like they're all losing weight, but like I guess they're just not up to stamina. Ew, I just spit. And like, I don't know, it was funny, but I feel like their performance dragged on. Whereas like Real Big Fish, I feel like they played for 20 minutes and that was it. Like, I don't know if they wasted time in a sense, and maybe Real Big Fish, nah, they didn't cut it short because their catalog said around the same time they performed. It's just, Real Big Fish went by fast. I love Bowling for Soup, like I was really excited for them. They did drag a little bit, so like, maybe it's because of the stamina thing, because like they could have just performed more songs back to back, because Real Big Fish kind of showed them up with just playing back to back and this, that, and the other thing. And then like they did one song with Johnny Christmas from Real Big Fish, that was cool. And then they said, oh, like that's later in the show, my bad, and then people start laughing. He's like, I'm stupid, or like whatever. And then he came out in the song they were playing anyway, and that was kind of poorly planned because the mic levels weren't high enough for the trumpet, so what's the word? The guitar was too loud, so then like after a while he just like danced around the trumpet player, Johnny Christmas, and then like he played a little bit at one point when they all gave him a little solo, and that was cute. Oh yeah, and Real Big Fish's bassist filled in for their bass player. I don't know what that was about, but he was phenomenal. He could sing, he could dance, he could move around. He was very active in jumping, whereas the other guys were just kind of walking around. But overall, pretty good. I just feel like they talk too much, and like people like say this online all the time, all they do is argue and like fight with each other on stage, and then they play a couple songs, and like I kind of agree. it was funny. The first couple songs, they had a joke, or they would say hi again, and like, we're we're bowling for soup, and like, it's like, all right, dude, we get it. And like, the first guy, you know, the first band, Nerf Herder, did a joke about Worcester, and like, you know, where are we? So then Bowling for Soup did the same bit, and like, I just was like, guys, and then they were like, who wants to hear like about Worcestershire sauce? And like, you know, all the drunk people are screaming yes, and then like everyone else is screaming no, just fucking play. Like, you know, that's why I would give them like a 7.5 or an 8 for that show. It's not like they're bad. They sound great live. Everything was perfect. The singer sounds like he was still a young kid singing. Everyone still sounded great. It's just like too much fucking talking and banter, and like, it felt like a band rehearsal. Like when I was in high school, I was in a little punk rock band for like a couple months, and like, I remember like my guitar player and the singer would just go off and joke with each other and fuck around a lot, and it's like, it felt like a big rehearsal. Like we were all just included, even though they were talking to us. There was like too much engagement. If it was a smaller show, that kind of engagement is good. Like it was too big for that, but like they played all the hits. My sister was like, when are they gonna play Addicted? I'm like, that's Simple Plan. Simple Plan. And then she's like, oh my god, they all sound the same, I'm sorry. Like, I can't. It's like, well, they played Stacy's Mom. They could probably play a Simple Plan song and no one would give a fuck. They're all friends. And I'm like, I started laughing. They played another song that wasn't theirs, and I forget what it was, but that was good. Like they played one of my favorite songs, like, as soon as they came on, and then like, I don't know, it kind of got forced with the jokes. They had a segment with everyone told a joke and we had to cheer and vote for who had the best like dad jokes. Like that was, if you're gonna do that, like, then don't talk so much through the entire thing, you know? Like, I don't know, that's my whole thing. So like, it's not like they're bad performers, because they're great. It's just because I went in a Bowling for Soup shirt. Like, I just feel like they talk too much, they have ADD, and they get off track. But that's my review of that part of the concert. Alright, and then Real Big Fish came on. Everyone is screaming. They were phenomenal. They did all the songs, I knew all the damn words. Bowling for Soup, like, they played their hits, but like, they played a couple obscure ones. So like, I forgot some of those, but like, it was still good. Like, Real Big Fish, I knew all the words, so like, that was good. You know, like Aaron Barrett came out, and they all came out and they're dancing. I guess they got a new trombonist and a new sax player. Like, I think the only originals left are Aaron Barrett and Johnny Christmas, because that bassist was an add-on. Like, he wasn't in the first lineup, but neither was Johnny, actually. So, you know, new band players, but like, oh my god, the trombonist was one of the best dancers. He was great. So was the sax guy. Like, they were really good. Oh god, what did they play first? I don't even remember. You know, like, they did like all their good like hits, and then they did a couple new songs from the album. Like, they did Life Sucks, Let's Dance. What else did they do? That other song I like. Oh my god, let me look. Because like, they played a lot of stuff, like some of their really old stuff, and then like the new stuff. You know, like, they did the trendy song. They did Brown Eyed Girl, which is a cover they did that they're famous for. They did I Have a Girlfriend Now, which was the song they did with Say Ferris, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. What else did they do? Then they always cover a random song as a joke, and like that, I forget what they did. I gotta go through my footage again, because like, it was the end of the night, and like, my sister just kept getting me drinks, so like, memory is unclear. Yeah, like, their stage presence was great, and like, Aaron Barrett, the singer, would talk to the crowd a little bit. You know, like, so they would cheer, and then they'd go play another song. He had a bit saying, alright, our next song goes like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then like, no one would play, and then it's like, then the drummer would count it off and they'd play it. Like, that was kind of funny. Like, I feel like Real Big Fish, they've just been performing so long, they're just veterans, and they just have a formula and it works. Bowling for Soup was trying a little too hard. Like, I love them, don't misunderstand, but they were trying a little hard. Like, they're acting like a bunch of dads, and like, trying to relate to their 12-year-old daughter. Like, oh my god, hold on one second. I swear I'm a real big fish fan, but like, I don't know, after my sister took me out to that Mexican place, I had a drink, I forgot everything. So they did Sell Out, which is their hit song, the only one they could do on the radio from 1996 because everything else is too profane. There's a lot of F-bombs. They did Take On Me, which is their cover of the Aha song, which is actually what got them famous. They covered that and did it like in a dorm, and they were just playing and dancing around like in a hallway, and that's kind of what got them discovered. Oh, they did Beer. Where Have You Been? What else did they do? You Can't Have All of Me. That's the new album. I Know You Too Well to Like You Anymore. That's from the album in 2012. They did Brown Eyed Girl. They did Everyone Else Is an Asshole. I love that song. They did the Ska Show song, which is like almost like a reference to one of their old songs. They didn't do Suburban Rhythm this time. That's kind of sad. I like that song. They did Somebody Hates Me. Oh, they did I Want Your Girlfriend to Be My Girlfriend. That was the one I was trying to think of. And they did She's Famous. No, they didn't do She's Famous Now. I saw them in 2013. That's what I'm thinking of. So they did a huge catalog of songs. They talked a little bit with the crowd and like did their thing. So like they performed a lot, which I feel bad for Bowling for Soup in that regard, because like they probably played like 8 to 10 songs, whereas like Real Big Fish played like a whole catalog of songs, plus like covering a song. Like Aaron Barrett did a parody of a song, like a pop song, and he did it for 3 lines, and then he's like, okay, I got nothing. That was just out of random, and the crowd started laughing. Like, I feel like Real Big Fish outperformed everyone, but they always do if they're the headliner. Like, even if they're co-headlining, they outdo everybody, because they're so fucking good at it. They can dance and sing and play all together at once. Like, they didn't have a girl guest this time to sing like the I Know You Too Well to Like You Anymore, and that She Has a Girlfriend Now, so the new sax player sang it, and it was honestly really good. And it was a guy, and he was doing like a falsetto, like a high voice, and it was fucking hysterical. Like, I don't know how much I'm gonna attach video clip wise. I took stuff, but like YouTube's copyright is really fucked up right now. Like, we're a channel of 21 subscribers. I don't want to jack up our chances of getting deleted, but like, you know, I have a catalog of some of the stuff I liked. If you want, maybe I'll link it to a Google Drive and you guys could view it there, because maybe that would be the best way to do it. Like, I could probably include one clip and just like mess with the audio. I might put it on my Instagram, but yeah, so it was really good. The venue was awesome. The Palladium, everyone's happy to be there. Hi, welcome to the Palladium, get in this line, and they check your bag and they have to wand you to go in. And I was worried, oh fuck, they're gonna try and take my camera. Literally everyone came in with cameras and cell phones and they didn't even fucking care. It was great. So like, you know, the girl, I got in this guy's line. He's like, no, you have to get over like in the girl line. And I'm like, oh shit, they don't fuck with anybody in their problems, right? So the girl had to check my purse, and like, I have all my medication in there, so I'm like, that's an inhaler, that's my anxiety medication, those are my monks, that's my wallet, you know. And then the girl's laughing, and I had these my metal spike shoes on, and I was like, oh, that's gonna set off your wand. And she's like, oh, okay, and it did. But I got let in. The only thing that was confusing is we didn't hear the people say you had to get a wristband in order to get alcohol, so then we had to go back in line to get the wristband. And then the guys were like, oh shit, like, I think I gave wristbands to some 19-year-olds by accident. And they're like, what's 21? I'm like, oh my god, y'all are dumb, because I'm 24, so that's 3 years under me, so that has to be 1998. I think 1998 is 21, so I'm like, dude, that's 19. They're like, fuck, I gave some to the girls born in 2000. Oh well. I was fucking tired when we got in. Like, oh my god. I wanted to vlog at the Mexican place, because like, I lost that footage of me and Derek on my old personal channel of when we went to Massive, because we ate at that place. Because when my sister pulled up, I'm like, oh my god, I've stayed here before, it's awesome. And then she's like, really? I'm like, this is where I stayed for Massive, that thing across the street. the DCU Center, that's where Massive Comic-Con is. And she's like, oh, okay. So like I knew all the little neighboring restaurants already, and I kind of knew how to navigate through Worcester because she's never been to Worcester. Which, how? She lived in Massachusetts before, like, I don't know. She lived in Framingham though, she was closer to Boston, I don't know. So everything was close by, an easy walk, and like everyone's more friendly over there. Like, holy crap. Like when I go to New Haven or like Hartford or anywhere in Connecticut, shows, if people bump into you, they don't even like apologize like, oh, I'm sorry man, are you okay, or anything like that. No, they're just like, it's cool. Like the culture was so different at that show, and basically you went in, it was kind of dark in there and hazy, which was cool, but like hard to see. So you had the merch tables like this, and then another bar, so there was 2 bars, and then you had this, it was tiered, and like this is where you could stand, like four or so levels of tiers where people were standing. And then as farther down you went, there were seats, like 4 or 5 tiers, maybe 6, I don't know. And then they had the pit where you could stand and be in the mess. I didn't want to be in the pit. Like that's not my style. Because like, I don't know, I have anxiety and I don't want to be in the fucking pit. Like there was so much crowd surfing. Like I could not explain this to my mom because then she'd be like, don't go to these shows anymore. Like I was like high up where the 30-plus-year-olds sit, because like that's just where I sit. But like, holy shit, like the crowd surfing started, I think, Bowling for Soup's 4th song in. Like the security people had to like push people like a lot back. Like it was like harmless crowd surfing. It wasn't anything like fist fighty, but like holy crap, like you're at a ska punk rock show, like pop punk show, like chill the fuck out. This is not like the wall of death. Like what are we doing? So like thank God I don't sit over there, I don't do that shit. I met a girl in the bathroom and she's like, yeah, I'm down in the pit, I didn't bring any earplugs, my ears hurt. I'm like, well, I got a bunch in my purse, you want a pair? And she's like, oh my God, you are a fucking lifesaver. She's like, I gotta work tomorrow and I did not think this through. So like I gave her a pair of my earplugs. They were selling them at the venue, but like they were trying to make a profit, so they weren't cheap. But I had like that pack of pink ones in my bag that I always carry because I can't go to any concert without earplugs. Like my first concert, like in high school, I always wore earplugs. People make fun of me for it, but like at least I don't have hearing damage like that. My sister's like, oh, I've been deaf since 1994, don't worry about it. I'm like, dude, that is so bad for your ears, like especially if you're near the speakers. Because I've been in small dive bar situations where the equipment's huge and you're kind of near the speaker by default. If you don't have earplugs in the next day, it's like, what did you say? Like, I hate that. So I avoid that at all costs because I don't like it. Made friends there. There were these 2 guys that were talking to me and my sister. I guess they've never seen them before, but they loved Real Big Fish, and I'm like, well, you're in for a fucking treat. I've seen them at Toad's Place before, and they're like, the legendary Toad's Place? It's like we're all like the cool people play. I'm like, well, yeah, but you know, we're from Connecticut, so that's like our hood, so you know, they start laughing. They were a bunch of lushes. We watched their seat for them when you got alcohol, because it was a first come first serve thing with seating. So if you leave and someone takes your seats, like you're fucked, that's it. And like the only thing that I hate about those shows too is you're trying to enjoy the concert, and like I was sitting near a bar and that was already annoying, but people are walking in front of you constantly to get alcohol. It's like, dude, like how much hooch do you need like to be at a ska show? Like I saw this one couple, like it was 2 girls actually, I don't know if they were a couple, 5 or 6 times. Like, did you really need to pack down 6 of these to have fun at a Real Big Fish concert? Like, I know it's fun to be drunk and do these things, but like, I don't know. I saw like the same 6 people that keep walking past me through the whole concert. I'm like, how much hooch do you need? Holy shit. Like, you know, I did my 2 pee breaks, or 3. I think I had 3 pee breaks. I did it in between Nerf Herder, in between Bowling for Soup, and I got my other drink, so that's when I had my second one. I got my first one when I came in, and then we left, we peed in shifts, and then we walked out the door together, and that was it. Like, I don't know. People drink a lot at those shows, and it's just like you're missing half the concert because you're in the booze line. Like, that's just my opinion. If that's your thing, go for it, but I think drinks were like 10 bucks. They weren't horribly expensive, and like I got Cap and Coke both times because like I like stuff that's sweet. I don't really like beer. I only like Guinness and like Naughty Nurse. Like I don't really like a lot of beers. And you know, they had Corona, Miller Lite, you know, a couple draft beers, but like maybe 1 or 2 craft beers, but like, you know, and then it's the hard stuff, and I'm like, well, I'm staying away from whiskey and scotch, because we all know what happened at Massive Comic-Con. I don't know if I've told this story. My friend brought Old Grandad, which is like cheap whiskey, and I was fucking vomiting across the hotel room. Like, it was bad. He just kept making me drink it, and I was just like, alright, what? And then I was sitting in the bathtub in cold water trying to cool my body down, and he thought it was drowning. Like, it was bad. So I was like, no whiskey. Like, I could do vodka, but like, I don't know. They have vodka cran and like vodka spray. I'm not really into that today. So I was like, hey, can I have a Jack and Coke? And she's like, well, I have Cap. Do you want Captain Morgan instead? And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. The girl made it perfect. Like, I want to say it was half and half, because a lot of times you go to these shows, it's 3/4 Coke, 1/4 Captain Morgan. Like, they usually gyp you on alcohol. This bitch was, thank you. Thank you for existing, because everyone else, it's watered down drinks. Like, you can taste it being watered down too, because a lot of them, they do add water as well as the alcohol, so it does like allow them to put less alcohol, because then the cup is full, right? So it's like, thank you. Those were good. I was disappointed with the Polar Waters that they sold for $3, because they were small. Well, it was like a normal size water bottle that you get at the grocery store, but like, you know, like, it wasn't like that cold, because as soon as you took it out of the cooler, like, it wasn't cool anymore. Like, after a couple minutes, because it was so hot in there, warm water, lukewarm. So that I could be like, I don't really like that. They had a snack table thing, but like, I wasn't into that. Like, people were getting French fries and all this other shit. I'm like, dude, it's a show, it's a concert. Like, do you really need like French fries right now? I don't know. Hold on. Ugh. I guess I swallowed one of my hairs. That's gross. So then we went to that Mezcla place, which was a Mexican restaurant, and like, I went there with Derek for lunch, like on the last set of days. We went to Massive 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. And like, I'm like, oh, their quesadillas and stuff are really good. And my sister's friend's like, bitch, get the tequila there. It's fucking bomb as shit. It's like their own tequila. So I got like a drink there. She got something with like a lime in it. It was probably just tequila with a lime. I got the house guacamole. She got like this cheese thing, and that was good. We put it together and it was delicious. I forget what it was called. It was cheese something, queso something. Like, it started with an F. It's just like, it's literally like fried cheese, and it had jalapenos on it. That was good. And then it gave you tortillas and stuff, and we had chips. What do you call it? The bartender, there we go, he had a staunch ass attitude like the entire time. Like, I'm sorry we're not buying like 8 to 10 drinks or ordering mad appetizers. Like, it was like 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, and like, you guys close at 1. Like, even if we wanted that much food, we weren't gonna do that out of principle. So like, service wasn't that good this time, but you know, pretty good. I mean, I tipped him still. Like, I still tipped him like $5 when I paid 25 bucks. Like, what are you mad about? He didn't even say, hey, goodbye, have a nice day. Like, he was just, he had his back to us half the time. I didn't like that, but yeah, show was good. Let me get off my rant. Oh god, I miss Pizzeria Uno's. I like forgot how good their pizza was, because 2 years ago when I went with Derek, we went to that. It's attached to the Hilton. They had a bar too. It's just they don't open till like noon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I think it's 11 or 12 now that I think about it. But we left at 10 in the morning, because I'm like, yo, what if we get a pizza to take home? But we left at 10 a.m. like, so they weren't even open. Their pizza's fucking delicious. Like, you know, I had a blue like margarita thing. My sister got some with scotch, and we shared this buffalo chicken pizza, and it was different than the one I had with my friend 2 years ago, but that was bomb as fuck too. It was like a deep dish. It had like yellow cheese and like white cheese, and then it had the buffalo chicken like on the pizza. This time around it was different. So they did It was like a big circle pie, and it was fat, deep dish pizza. You know, it had yellow cheese, you know, the regular cheese, and then it also had, let me get this right, gorgonzola, I think, and blue cheese on it, and then they had the pieces of the buffalo chicken, like the little tots, and then it had jalapenos on it. Like, that was fucking delicious. My mouth is watering just thinking about it, but there's no more Pizzeria Uno's in Connecticut. They got rid of it because I guess it wasn't popular here. Which I don't understand. Their pizza's better than a lot of places in this state. I live around so many pizza houses, and I only trust like 3 in the entire state so far. Oh, I'm gonna miss Uno's. Like, oh my god, even the bartender there, he was such a nice guy. He looked like someone my sister knows, so that was fucking hilarious. I'm like, do you have a twin? He's like, no. God, no. And I'm like, oh my god, like, he was so attentive. I guess we got spoiled at Uno's. They just have better staff. There was a cool girl with dreads and like a piercing like here. Like, she was nice. Like, everyone was cool at Uno's. Mezcla, whoever that bartender is, and like, I said he looks like my friend Keelan, and my sister's like, oh, you mean Sean Penn Jr.? Because that was a joke. He looks like Sean Penn, so like, that was always his like fake name for his music. And I guess maybe people say he looks like Sean Penn a lot, and he doesn't like that, but like, the guy like was making faces, had his back to us, so I didn't like it there. The lady who gave us the menu was nice, but then she fucking disappeared. Or maybe we wanted too difficult of food at the end of the night, but like, because he said, oh, like, the holy guacamole we don't have anymore because that's like a lunch thing, but we can make you house guac. I'm like, that is perfect. Just make me guac. I'm kind of drunk and I want to drink a little more, so give me some fucking guacamole. Like, you know, I didn't have high expectations, so that was the only part of the trip. Good otherwise. I wanted like to do a bit with my sister where we said bye Boston or hello Connecticut, but like, she was so stressed out getting back on time for this birthday party she's supposed to be at. So I hope this is edited well. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I will see you guys next video, whenever the hell that is. It'll be on a Thursday most likely. See you then. Okay, where's the button?